What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Roddy's Rides. Make sure I'm not showing my address on the internet. And first of all, last week's video, I had a video going up and it didn't work out so well. Here's why. So you can see I have two throttle bodies sitting right here. Here's my old one, 62 millimeter. Pretty sweet. Comes off the newer year S197 GT500s. This is an 09. And you're probably wondering, why do I have an 09 and a newer gen style? So when I was taking my old one off so I could replace my bypass valve on my supercharger, if you haven't seen that video, go back and rewatch that video. Great video. But when I was taking it off, there's a little plastic screw that goes right up here in the top, which I'll grab and show you guys. But this little plastic screw is your idling screw. And so how this bolts on is there's four 10 mil bolts that bolt onto an elbow that bolts onto the supercharger. When I was going to go take one of these 10 mils off, I swung the extension around and barely just tapped my plastic threading idler screw, and it exploded because it's spring loaded to help with the springs. So I was very disappointed about that, and I was debating about even uploading a video the week prior. But I just went to Canada, so I'll throw up a couple clips on screen. It was beautiful. You guys definitely should go to Canada. Tom, I wanted to come visit you, but you're on the other side of Canada, so I was thinking about that. But so now that I'm back, I'm hopefully going to get everything back on track. But I bought a second throttle body off Facebook Marketplace just to see if I could buy a plastic screw, because if you don't know, these idler screws you cannot buy from Ford. It's you buy with the throttle body or you don't have a screw at all. So I was like, maybe if I buy the old school one, then I could put it in here and then everything would fix. But what I didn't realize is, first of all, the older style GT500s have a different millimeter. I think this is 100 mil or a 105, and this is a 120. So then the next problem came. So I got the screw out, but the one that broke inside of mine, every time I tried to take out any of the plastic, it just melted itself, and then there was no going through. So now that I have two throttle bodies, you can already guess what's inside this box. So let's open this up real quick and I'll show you guys what I got. This is because your boy was going fast and ended up breaking stuff, and now I have to pay an extra $100 for it. So, and also, by the way, when I paid for this throttle body, I got it for 20 bucks, so I paid 20 bucks for that plastic screw. So not that bad of a deal. I just needed a fix, and I was hoping that was going to be my solution. But unfortunately, it turns out not to be. What is this? I hope nothing in there. This looks very well packaged, very happy. The gentleman who sent me this, if you're watching this, thank you so much. Came in clutch, saving me a couple $100. All right, this one looks brand stinking new. Right. So this looks like exactly what I need. It's got the idler screw. It's got the idler screw in. So very happy about that. Can confirm that these are the same. This one looks a whole lot cleaner, so hopefully I can keep this one looking as beautiful as it is, and this will get my car back on the road. So let's get cranking. Alright, so the lighting will come in. Maybe I'll tilt that back so you guys can see this. You guys probably already know what this box is. I do want you guys to know that I do have content, and I'm not procrastinating and being lazy and not uploading it. I'm also waiting on parts, so that's like the biggest thing. So if you're seeing this box, you probably already know what it is. I'll throw it off the table so you guys can see. So here's BBK's ceramic headers, which I'm very excited to install and see how this sounds on the car. So I got these probably about a week ago, and I also ended up buying their flow tubes that adapt to this and should bolt up right up to their setup, and you can use an exhaust clamp. Very simple of an install, but I'm waiting on the flow tubes. But today I'm going to see maybe if I can go find another place that can make a collector that just adapts to this. I might just do that, because when I reached out and called, they said they weren't going to get them until like August. So I don't know if I can wait that long, since I'll be back up at college. So I'm going to see maybe we can get these on a little bit sooner than possible. I also got a fuel pump right here, but you guys have to subscribe and come back to see what fuel pump am I running, how am I going to do it, and yada yada. But let's get in today's video, get my car running so I can actually hear the purr of the GT500 V6 Mustang actually running and driving in, because it's been kind of lonely. So let's get it done. This is gonna suck. This is gonna suck. Suck. Got the essentials. Oh God, that sucks. And I feel kind of bad throwing on this perfectly good throttle body on my setup. I mean, this looks so much better than half the other pieces on this setup, just because I think this is either brand new, never installed, or was brand new, installed, well, let me take that back. Brand new, taken off, and installed a new throttle body, you know what I mean? But that looks so good. Alrighty, the car's all put back together, cold air intake's on, throttle body's hooked up, looks very shiny, shiniest piece in the engine bay currently. But let's go start this thing up. Let's hear the GT500 V6 run again. And I can't wait to put these long tube headers on, but that's going to have to wait. Well, it's on. Some sounds a little weird. Interesting. I'm gonna let it warm up. Stepped on a screw during all that, but now it's popping and banging. But it could be that this gas has been sitting in there for a little bit. Oh, that could be a reason too. Forgot the tarp was still hanging over it. Whoops. Oh well, but I'm just gonna let it warm up, kind of figure itself out. I'm gonna watch the AFRs, make sure everything's okay. There shouldn't really be a reason why it's running or potentially running worse, besides if they had the idler screw adjusted. But on here they have paint marks that match up with each other. Ooh, that belt needs to get farther away. Well, I'm gonna let it idle for a little bit longer and check the AFRs and see what it does. Update. Once I sat in the car, I realized I knew exactly what was wrong with it. The map sensor plugged in helps out a lot, just letting you guys know. But when I went in to go look at the intake air temperature, I was like, oh, I know why. But hey, when I shut it off, there was no built-up pressure, so even better. Now let's try. Now let's see if she's happy. All right, open her up. Hop back in. Grab the keys. It's a little darker in here, sorry. Prime that fuel pump. Much happier. Let's wait for the AFRs to click on. Ah, it's so good to hear this car. I talk a lot of crap about this car and this project, but you know, like, this thing gives me so much joy until it doesn't. You know, it's car parts. Well, not car parts, it's the way of working on cars. Once you get one thing fixed, another thing's gonna go out, and it's just an endless insanity of trying to get everything working. Alright, come on AFRs. That means Alright, so we're in the car. This is my buddy Brett. You guys have seen it. Actually, you can see his truck right there. But you guys know Brett. we're gonna go take the car out, do a little test it, see what it does, make sure everything's feeling all right, because I don't think I fixed my problem of it building up pressure, not releasing it, because it still kind of sounds like a harmonica, but it might be faster, because if you watch the, it's a whole lot more responsive on the boost gauge. So let's go figure this out. Enough is towards you. All right, you ready? First little test it. Roll on in second. Oh, and there's red light. One second. I guess we could hit it too. There's C63 behind us.
Definitely threw my head back a little bit.
Oh God, you hear that right, Shark? And this thing definitely got up, but it did cut. So I don't know if that is. I was trying to watch AFRs. It didn't look fuel related. So here, we'll get on it here in a second.
Yeah, we turn it off.
Yeah, you can.
I'm not used to going that fast. My truck limits out at 100.
How fast do you think that was?
I'm gonna guess probably like 120, 130.
It was the speed limit.
This is speed limit. Was it?
No.
No, I'm about to say there's no way.
So that honestly felt a lot better on top end, and right now watching the cylinder head temp, it's like getting rid of the pressure and the heat a lot better. So I think the bypass valve did do a lot to it, but I think the long tubes are what's really, when I open up this setup, really make it perform better, because it almost seems like halfway through it kind of like lags and then hits, which is kind of weird, but it could just because of how big of the supercharger is compared to the motor. But I don't know. Me and Brad are going to flip a U-wing. We might do one more hit. We'll see.
Yeah.
All right, one more test hit.
You see how big my eyes got whenever that thing started taking off. Holy
Yeah, this
shit.
thing rolls out a lot better now.
Hey.
Way better. So, it definitely does get hot a little quick, given it's 100 degrees outside, but I don't know, that one felt a lot better. What did you say, bro?
I mean, it's both fast to me because I'm not used to being in fast vehicles.
That one definitely rolled out a little bit better. So that one was also first gear too. So I also have so this is the V6 Premium Sport Edition, whatever it is, and I'm pretty sure it comes with 331s.